Keep it in third gear. Keep it in third gear. Everything is shaking right now. It's going to be better. Oh! Oh! My woof! Hey guys, how are you doing? Today I'm testing the Triumph 765 RS. This is a Moto2 machine made for street, 130 horsepower, 80 Newton meters. This is the closest you can get to a Moto2 machine on the street. So it's been a while, 6 months, no motor racing, and now we're back. Oh, I missed this for 6 full months, and as you can see, the weather's terrible. It's not rainy. It's not raining yet. It's cloudy though. It's around 5-6 degrees, but we're going to enjoy ourselves, and especially because this is a Moto2 machine made for street. And as you may know, next month I'm going to test a real Moto2 machine at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. That's going to be amazing. So this is a practice session actually to get used to the Triumph, get used to the 765cc 3-cylinder and the 130 horsepower. So next month up in May, Red Bull Ring, trying a true Moto2 machine. What you also see is the pain index, so the wrist, the knee and the lower or upper back, if it hurts. Right now it doesn't hurt that much, but during the ride I will show you if it hurts a bit more, so you can see it left on the top in the visual. Okay, 5 minutes up on the bike, feels pretty comfortable. The position of the bike is a real naked bike, so you're sitting a bit up to the front, but it's not too bad. I have to say that my back is fine, my knees are fine, the knee angle is fine, also for a tall rider like me. So when you're a tall rider, no issues there, no issues there. But my wrists, and I have to say that already 5 minutes in, my right wrist is starting to feel a bit numb. So it's going to be +1 for the wrist already after 5 minutes in. I think this will be a ride of 30 minutes plus. Let's see how it develops. Okay, we're right now in the area of Nijmegen in the east of the Netherlands, and like I said, it's terrible weather, but yeah, spring is coming up. This is the first ride after 6 months. Haven't been on a motorcycle for 6 full months. It was terrible. It felt like hell. So we're back now, back on the bike. Triumph, first Triumph ever. Yeah, they're famous of their 3-cylinders, and especially this 765 3-cylinder. Like I said, competing in the Moto2 Championship, but next to that also competing in the World Supersport, in the World Supersport Championship as well. It feels really agile, light as well. You can easily put it into the corner. Just by using your hips, not just your arms or your body strength, just your hips like this. Ooh, really easy. Yeah, so the knee angle, it's a bit sporty though. It's made for track. You also have track mode when I have to say street mode. Yeah, it's street mode where we're in right now. We also have sport mode and track mode. We're not going to use track mode, maybe sport mode later on. The sound is okay. I've been on the CF Moto last year, the 675 NK 3-cylinder as well. Less horsepower, 95. This is 130. That had a way better sound. That had that in-hill sound. Maybe you can look back that video because it was one of the best bikes I've been on last year, but especially one of the best sounds it produced. It's a cheeky throttle handle. Yeah, so you have to be cautious. Yeah, this channel is made for tall riders. Me personally, I'm 2 meters tall, which is 6'7", tall rider, and as a tall rider it's always a bit of a challenge to sit on the bike and enjoy yourself for a long period of time. In most cases after 10 minutes you're going to have you're going to feel your wrists, it's going to hurt, you're going to feel your knees because of the sporty knee angle, you're going to feel your lower back and upper back. So hopefully I can help you guys out finding the right motorcycle for you as a tall rider. Wow, wow, wow. Oh. Yeah, the power outburst is linear. I love it. Not able to go full throttle, no. Whoa. I think it's only 70%. Whoa. It's not overwhelming, thankfully. It's really linear. Exactly the thing that the CF Moto was missing, and this Triumph has that extra edge, you know, that you can discover. Yeah, I love the 3-cylinder. So yeah, it has a quick shifter working fine, up and down, seamlessly, working perfectly. The guy in front, yeah, I think he wants to make it a pleasant ride. Oh yeah, new feature. I have the pin lock installed on my on the inner side of my visor, and it works. So I have no foggy visor anymore, and that was one of my yeah, frustrations last year. Every single time I got a foggy visor, and especially during these conditions, you know, a bit cloudy, not rainy yet, but it's terrible to have a foggy visor because you cannot concentrate fully to, oh yeah, I have to say +1 for the wrist. Yeah, because I'm leaning on my wrist with my entire body weight, 92 kilograms. It's around 200 lbs, so yeah, I'm going to feel it. So +1 for the wrist. Knees are still good, and the back is still good though. Last year. I love this guy in front. He wants to make it a fun ride, and I'm having fun already. This bike is so linear that there's no power outburst, and that's really nice. I need to get used to the speeds and the torque. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, you'll never get used to adrenaline. And that is something, you know, I have all the visuals right now on the screen that show you my pain index and excitement and comfort level, but you will never understand how it feels for me right now, experiencing adrenaline going through your veins. I think this bike, this Triumph 765 RS, is not made for beginners. I'm not a beginner anymore though. I was last year, as you may know. I'm not a pro either, I know, but something in between the stage after being a beginner. But I have to say that this bike is not for beginners, no. So when you just got your riding license and you want to start with this bike, you'll be fine because the power outburst is linear. Nevertheless, no, maybe a Daytona 660 is a better choice for you, I guess. Okay, my knees still not hurting. I'm a bit surprised though, because the knee angle is sporty, really sporty. It's a Moto2 machine though. My back also not hurting. Oh, finally full gas in third. I think the 130 horsepower is just enough for street, probably also for track, but yeah, feels really good. Feels really good. That was full throttle. That was full throttle, second gear, third gear and fourth gear. We're back. I have to say that I thought I was going quicker, faster than I actually was. So it gives you a thrill of going high speeds without getting that absolute high speed out of the bike. And besides that, I didn't know that that CF Moto in front of me, 800 MTX, was that fast. I was on that bike last year. I didn't really like it, but yeah, that's just me, because it's not made for road situations. But nevertheless, he's enjoying himself on that bike, on road conditions. So yeah, maybe it was just me. The pain is not developing, it's not progressing further. So yeah, I'm doing all right. Knees fine, back still fine. Whew. Again, full throttle. So I'm thinking about going to sport mode, and let's see how that works out. And if I don't like it and it's a bit too much, keep in mind this is a Moto2 machine and a super sport machine. If I don't like it, I'm going back. So didn't expect this, that I'm not feeling any pain in my back because of the racing position, really to the front. Knee angle, I'm so surprised that I don't feel any discomfort concerning my knees right now. It's so good. But the knee angle it's there. This is a true sport bike. You can tell by the way I'm sitting on the bike right now, right? I feel really comfortable on this bike. No, I cannot give you any grades yet. I need to go to sport mode first. Yeah, we're in sport right now. So let's see what sport mode has to offer. Yeah, it's more tricky. Whoa, it's more tricky. There's also track mode. We're not going to do that today, but this is sport mode. Oh, tricky throttle handle. Whew. It steers in really well, especially going 90 kilometers an hour right now. It's not that agile anymore. It's more of a natural way of steering. Yeah, it's really natural. I love it. You place your body weight to the left and to the right. It's really well done. Really well done. Truly know what to expect. It listens to your body and how you place your body on the bike. Perfect. It's a bit more sporty, but again, still linear. And all the bikes that are linear, you don't have anything to worry about, because you can feel exactly what is going to happen. A bit more gas and you know you're getting 10% more power coming out of the bike, and that's eventually you can read the bike and the bike can read you, because you know exactly what to do to get the outcome you desire. Also, I had some issues with my wrist in the beginning, but now I'm used to it, so it's not getting worse. I actually get used to the sitting position and my wrist position. So knees perfectly fine, my back perfectly fine. So comfort level, I'm sitting really, it has a nice cushion, the position a bit to the front in a sporty way, but in a natural way. Actually, it's natural, a natural sporty way. I love it. I think comfort is 8.5. Then excitement, I'm giving you the excitement rating in a few minutes, because first I want to test that sport mode a bit further. Oh yeah, it feels different, sport mode. It gives a bit more power. Yeah, it's a bit less linear, so it has some sort of extra power outburst, opening up the throttle handle just a bit more. So yeah, it gives you that sporty edge, sporty kind of feeling. Yeah, love it. I can give you the rating though for sound. Yeah, Euro 5 plus regulations, you know the story, it's always the same. But that CF Moto 675 NK had a great sound, also a 3-cylinder. So it's possible, and this bike doesn't provide a great sound. No, not with this exhaust. Standard exhaust though. I give it a yeah, 6. Mediocre. It's really mediocre, sorry. It's a 3-cylinder, but you get instant power. Not the same as a 2-cylinder, of course, but yeah, there's enough horsepower to get it available really soon. Go. Oh, the sound changed. The sound became way better. Yeah, this sport mode it's quite different than road mode. It's not terrifying, but it gives you more than Moto2 experience. Yeah, and something changed with the sound. Yeah, something was way better, more aggressive, more that some sort of inline 4 sound. Okay, I have to give it a better rating than the 6 for sound, because I give it a 7. Yeah. Excitement. I'm not sure if I get the opportunity to open up the gas handle again, but for now I have to say excitement is a 8+. Yes, 8+. So, as a tow rider, can you ride this 765 RS Moto2 machine of triumph? I can say yes, you can, no doubt. So you're a tow rider and you wanna get a great bike that is able to ride easily on roads, but you can also take it on track if you prefer that. This is your bike, mate. This is your perfect bike. So we're going to test sport mode once more, and maybe that 8+ will become a better grade. Way better. Oh, I'm loving this so much. The sport mode is different. I feel vibrations though. I see it in my mirror, I feel it in my feet. There are vibrations. This is lovely. Sport mode, 3-cylinder, 130 horsepower, and keep it in third gear. Keep it in third gear. Everything is shaking right now. But it's a lovely feeling. Nice, really nice. I keep it in third. Okay, excitement was a A+. It's going to be better. Oh! Oh! My woof! Excitement is going to be a 9. Yeah. Sport mode, third gear, full gas. Woo! A lot of adrenaline, an adrenaline meter. I should add that to my visuals. Adrenaline. I had a lovely ride. So if you want to see the full ride, you can watch the full video as well. If you join Inline 4, you get access to the app and you see all kind of exclusive content. I want to thank you guys for watching. I had a great time. Hopefully you as well. Let me know what you think of the bike. Let me know what you think of the channel. See you later on. Cheers, guys.